Namaste, everyone. Hope you're doing well and ready for this wonderful ride with me. In case you're wondering who I am the Akashvani. Just kidding, I'm your friend. I'm here with some interesting stories for you. Stories that might not be all that unfamiliar to many around us. To tell these, we're joined by IBMers who've kindly volunteered their time and energy. They will bring these stories to life for us. These stories are about the journeys of four women separated by time, logistics, technology, social status, etc. However, they are still connected with an invisible thread. All right, let's begin by meeting Amulya. Amulya has been recently promoted owing to her competent technical skills and glowing endorsement from clients. She played a very critical role in onboarding a big retail client. She's also recently completed a cutting edge technical certification that gives her an edge amongst recognized individuals in her team. Let's take a sneak peek into Amulya's world.
Hope everyone had their coffee and now they're feeling energized before we start the presentation.
Yes, but the coffee you made at your place the other day is any day better. I wish you could just make the coffee here instead of what we drink at the pantry.
What are you saying, Anish?
It's just a joke, Sataj.
Well, let's start with the presentation, Amulya, please.
Thanks, Sartaj. This is our gross cost for the project, and what we are offering currently is the most competitive price that is available. In fact, I'm sorry. So what I was saying, if we can streamline the supply, I'm sorry, I got to take this. This is a call from my daughter's school.
No worries, Amulya. Please attend to it. Meanwhile, I'll share the present year numbers.
Sure.
Is she all okay, Amulya?
She's fine. It's sorted. Thank you so much. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So, where were we?
Okay. I will share the speculated result sheet for 2023-24. It's fairly aggressive one. I understand that, but the kind of team that we have, I don't think it is impossible. I'm sorry. Hello, beta. Yeah, आप रो क्यों रहे हो बेटा? I'll just give you a call back in 5 minutes. Beta, I'm in a meeting right now. You stop crying. I'll just call you back in another 5 minutes.
Amulya, we got this. No, I think you should attend to your child. We'll take care of the meeting. You already shared the slides with Vikram, and he can handle this.
Thanks for the concern, but I would like to continue this. I've worked on putting this together and I would like to see it through the end.
If there are other challenges you need to attend to, Amulya, we can take over. And also, this is very time sensitive.
I think what Anish is trying to say is that we would like to have your full presence and are mindful that you need to take care of your errands at the moment. The rest of us have got your back, Amulya.
I'm in fact fully present here. If you got my back, I would really appreciate to give me 5 minutes to sort this out. You know, this has never happened in the past. So I would like to just go ahead, finish that in 5 minutes and come back to contribute.
Yes, but I'm just worried that the stakeholder presentation is just in the next 3 hours.
You know what? 5 minutes is not much at all. Let's reconvene in 15 minutes and let's go through the presentation at a stretch. I hope that would be sufficient time for you, Amulya.
Of course it will be. I really appreciate it.
15 minutes isn't much at all in the larger scheme of things. All it took is someone who trusted her to manage her situation without stress and guilt. It's not always bold and big actions that build trust. Sometimes is just humanity that allows colleagues to feel included and thrive. But maybe this wasn't the case for Dia and Yasmin. Here are two women who worked hard to come up the ranks. They're dedicated, technically competent, and have attained consistent success in all of their previous projects. They moved to this new team some 6 months ago and have immediately contributed towards the success of the project. In this conversation, the team is planning the celebration with stakeholders. Let's see what's happening in this story.
Hello, team. Great to see you. And thank you, everyone, for promptly joining the call. First of all, congratulations. The project has attained, a closure on a very, very high note. The client is happy. This is going to be our magnum opus. And since it's an important day and this presentation will mean more business for us, I want to make sure that all the tasks are clearly delegated. I'm going to read out the task list and the respective resources for the final day presentation. So here goes. Sriram, you will open the meeting. Terence, you will share the stats for the strategy, which we applied last quarter. Yasmin, you will take the minutes of the meeting during the panel discussions. Sriram, you will then brief the stakeholders. I will finish the meeting with the closing notes. And Dia, please make sure of the facilities management. And by the way, don't forget the cake. You did a fab job last time. People just loved it.
But Mahesh,
Where did you order that carrot and dates cake for Christmas?
actually, Mahesh, I have already prepared the stats for the strategy deployed on this project, and I have actually done a lot of groundwork before creating it. I would like to take on that segment instead this one.
And Mahesh, I would also like to take care of logistics this time rather than timekeeping and MOM. If someone else can take up that minutes, that will be great.
Listen, team, let's not make last minute changes, okay? It will throw everything off balance. And in addition to the cake, Dia, may I suggest a subtle presence of some flowers, maybe some victory ribbons and all that? You always have managed the facility folks the best.
I know, Mahesh, but what I'm trying to say is that I would just like you to take a look at the work I have put in. It's really been thorough, and I've spent.
Okay, sure. You can email it to me. This is high stakes. I would rather have Terence continue with the stats. Maybe next time we'll switch and you have an opportunity as well.
It's quite surprising, Mahesh, because 6 months ago, when I joined this team, when I joined your team, during the interviews, you were in fact impressed by these skills that I brought onto the table. That's why I'm here, actually. I understand that you're worried about mixing things up, but I see this as an opportunity to play our strength. And additionally, Yasmin just said specifically that she's more than ready actually to take on the facilities.
Right, I'm willing to take over from Dia. I would love it, in fact.
See, there you go. This is an opportunity for the team to step up,
Team,
Mahesh.
it's great you're showing the initiative. I know this would work well. Dia, you give a lot of importance to smaller nuances and you've got an artistic sense. So let's not complicate this any further, team.
You know, I think I'm happy that you're appreciating my eye to the detailing, but I don't see this as complicated. I see this as a field of opportunity for everyone, and in fact, it's making simpler for everyone.
Right, and like I said, again, I'm sure you can try out my artistic abilities this time. I have already made a lot of.
Yasmin, wait. We need to keep in mind that it involves a lot of running around. And I have no idea how accessible the venue is. We don't want to be facing challenges with lack of ramps and all that. And that's why I thought of you that, you can take the minutes of the meeting and it can be a virtual task for you. You don't even need to come to the venue with us.
Mahesh, but I would like to come to the venue. I have equally contributed towards the success of the team,
Oh,
and I'm
sorry, I
part
didn't
of the
mean it
team.
like that. I didn't mean it like that. We'll be happy to have you there.
You know what? Why don't we shift things around this time? How do you propose to manage the logistics if you take this over, Yasmin?
Now we are talking. Terence, I had in fact zeroed down on a few locations that are accessible, and I was going to get the cost from them. The idea is to replace the current location with a more accessible one. Do you know that one of the stakeholders has an accessibility need which we missed last time? And I'll take the baker's contact details from Divya and arrange for the cake.
Okay, I wasn't aware that there was a accessibility issue the last time, so that's new for me.
Contrary to what you think of me, Mahesh, I'm quite artistic. And I had led one of our disability campaign and received glowing appreciation for the way I had managed the whole show.
Yeah, in fact, I'll second that. I was part of that campaign. It was really a roaring success. So I think it will help to leverage on the strengths of the team and provide opportunity to grow for everyone.
Okay, well, that should be fine then.
Oh, great, Mahesh. Thank you. I think in that case, I will urge you to take a look at the email I just sent you. You will notice that I've actually brought my experience of past 5 projects into creating a winning strategy and will make the client really happy.
I agree. In fact, Dia was a critical contributor in the success with this infra client during Pulse 2, I remember. And I'm sure you'll agree with me when you see that email she just sent. It would be best if she presents, and if you need help, Dia, I can support you in collating other reports.
Hey, thanks for the offer, Terence. That has been prepared already, but I would really appreciate a second perspective and would love to invite you to collaborate on that.
But who will do the minutes? It's important that we consolidate all the points and share back with the stakeholders. And by the way, it needs to be articulated well, obviously.
I agree. Why don't I do it? I rather think it's time we begin rotating the minute taking. You can trust me, Mahesh. I have great handwriting and I'm very articulate.
Yes, I'm good with that. In fact, next time I would also want to take on to any other roles. I have a lot of experience in analysis, and I'm happy to assist Dia this time to be prepared for the next time.
This makes me a little bit uncomfortable. We are changing tried and tested methods within the team, and all of this is last minute.
Yeah, I think I completely get it, Mahesh. How about rest of us really plan the flow and come to you with a solid plan before the next meeting?
Okay, I'm good with that. We could certainly try that.
Thanks, Mahesh. I think you are among champions, so we won't let you down. Trust me.
And team, at the end of the day, we are all still together in this. Whatever happens, we'll manage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that settles it then. So, team, so we'll quickly look at the plan. Thank you very much, and bye for now.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
Talk to you
you.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
team.
bye.
Like Amulya, Dia and Yasmin are aspirational women, but because of a few assumptions from their seniors, they were subjected to stereotypes. They work hard and smart with any work assigned to them, but their gender or disability seem to have played a larger role when it came to opportunities. All it took was one person to ask the right questions, and we saw the impact on the whole team. Let us now meet Vaishnavi. The challenges she is facing are quite different. She's in a leadership position and is the only woman to reach that position in her company. She's been in the industry for over 25 years and has made a name for herself in every team project company that she's been a part of. Energetic individual loves to connect with employees and has also become popular for creating podcasts for them called Learning from My Experiences. Vaishnavi is cheerful and full of life. Let's see what's happening in her world.
I'm telling you, that is Virat Kohli for you.
Oh, come on, Mohan. He might even beat Sachin, but Sachin is always the best for me.
You don't want to get into that conversation, Mohanan, now. Trust me. We'll need another board meeting for that debate. Well, that reminds me, I guess Vaishnavi is running a little late. Is there
Yeah,
any communication from her?
I don't think so, Manjit. In fact, let me try calling her.
Sorry, Jagtap. My previous meeting ran.
Okay, let's start with the discussion, guys. I only have 30 minutes in hand and we must rush after that. This quarterly plan must be shared with the board ASAP.
Sure, Vaishnavi, you shared your folio's data, right? We had mentioned the last time that the performance of your vertical was instrumental in saving costs.
Vaishnavi ma'am looks little lost today.
Yeah, all okay, Vaishnavi.
Thinking about some creatives for your next podcast?
Sorry, folks. I'm a little unwell today. And, anyways, let's go ahead. And yeah, Amar, the reports should be there in the mailbox.
Well, I haven't received anything, Vaishnavi. I know the last meeting got a bit upsetting for you, but I hope you know that all the disagreements were in the right intention for the business, and it was nothing against you.
We are all here with the right intent for the business, Amar. I never looked at your comment as a personal attack. In fact, my reports have all the data that should answer your questions.
Well, that's great then, because I didn't connect with you after that, and I was worried if you took it personally.
It's all water under the bridge now, and we have all packed schedules. Anyways, we are in the business with the right intentions. I had shared the file on 10th of Feb. It should be there in your inbox. And if you look at it quickly, I have shared the data with all my findings, industry reports, and in fact, it has a research element. It'll have those elements that will prove. Just one second. Yeah, just excuse me, everyone. This is a little urgent to take. Anyways, let me know if you have any concerns about the report. I'll work on it. Otherwise, it's all there. Kindly incorporate. And Jagdap, I'll come back to you, and I'll take the download offline.
Certainly.
Strange. She had to leave so abruptly. Off like she doesn't seem to be her usual enthusiastic self. Hope all is well with her.
Well, I think she seems a bit edgy in recent times.
Well, guys, you know what? I think it's really important we receive all folios data before we even get to the board, right? So I noticed that some of the reports are yet to come in. I do think we should move this meeting to next week until we hear from all of you.
Well, apologies. I yet have to share the finance reports. I'm pushing my team for it. But with the latest process change, it has upset the verticals timelines. I'm just trying to be mindful of not overburdening my team.
That's totally understandable. Shall we move it to the next week in that case? I'll ask Vaishnavi to block the calendar.
As a matter of fact, why don't I take up that responsibility for a change, Mohanan?
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Personally, I'm glad that this meeting is pushed. I really want to take a break to check the score. But now I'm relieved. This awkward moment is over and I can go back and watch the movie.
This guy should start a YouTube channel. He can talk his heart about cricket and Virat Kohli.
Totally with you on that, Amarjit. Well, I don't know about you. I have a meeting to run to, but we are catching up tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Uh, no, doctor. No, it's not possible. Mahesh is very weak after his bypass, and you know what? I can't afford to have my surgery done at this point in time, um, given that I am taking care of him. And then there is this flying project for which I have worked really, really hard for 2 months. I cannot let it go, doctor, at this point in time. Hmm. Can we schedule it for July, please? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. It's bleeding heavily and it is getting quite uncomfortable, especially in the in-person meetings. Can you WhatsApp me the painkillers, doctor? I will definitely need some more time to take a decision on hysterectomy. Until then, I will try to manage with the medicines. Okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, doctor.
Well, it's clear that Vaishnavi is going through a lot physically and yet managing things at home efficiently. Although she's putting her best foot forward at work, she's clearly deprioritizing herself. You saw how Mohanan could comfortably share his need to check on the score in between a meeting. Vaishnavi couldn't even talk to her peers about her challenges. No one has their pain and challenges written on their faces. We expect everyone to be cheerful and great all the time. We tend to look at social media, their extracurricular activities, and assume everything is well and easy with everyone all the time. What we sometimes miss, though, is to look deeply and to look at the truth. Speaking about the truth, Rubina is a senior manager who handles a team of 35 people. She has been very successful career wise and has quickly reached up the ranks. She's popular in her circle as a problem solver and a deal closer when it comes to high stake projects. On the personal side, she's a single parent raising two teenagers. Let's meet Rubina.
I really appreciate you taking leaves to help your son prepare for his exam, Vishesh. You're such a good father and so supportive towards your family.
Hey, hi, Navdeep. Don't put me on a pedestal. These things are never easy, but I enjoy doing it. And it was good learning and going back to school and the basics after a long time. But it was fun. Thanks a lot, man.
I'm sure. So, well, don't say this in front of my wife. She'll beat me up. All right, great then. I hope the plan is clear to everyone. Any notebooks we see in the next few months?
All sorted, Nav. We are in good place.
I just have a small constraint, Navdeep. My 8 days of leave are falling exactly in between this deliverable. I'd hate to move my travel plan again owing to a client deliverable. So I'll work out a plan for handover during this time.
Okay, Rubina, you understand that we are entering the most critical phase in this project, right? There's no one in this team apart from you who can ensure 100% success. We are counting on you.
Navdeep, this leave is important for my personal well-being and applied for this leave 2 months ago, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can ensure there's a backup.
All right, sorry, Rubina, don't kill me for saying this, but can I request you to accommodate one last time? You can take additional days off later. It's anyways a solo trip, so there is no convincing anyone else here. That should be easy, isn't it?
Navdeep, you know that this is important for me for many reasons.
Okay, so let's not bring personal challenges in this team meeting. We will discuss it separately. In the meantime, let's take 15 minutes and then join the stakeholders meeting link. All right?
Okay, sure. I'll be there.
Are you okay, Rubina? I mean, this does feel unfair. You applied for leaves and now this. So, how are you going to manage all of this? I mean, the divorce, kids, added responsibilities at home, at work, everywhere. You must be really pressured to sustain this job anyhow, right?
Yeah, and also, what about the kids? It'll be so difficult for them. Probably you can ask your ex to look after the children. I really appreciate how Vishesh takes care of his fatherly responsibilities. So,
Yeah,
एक बार पूछ के देखो, that may help.
true, Farah. Yeah. I really think it's courageous of you, Rubina, to have broken off the marriage first and then planning this solo trip. Of course, it is needed. I wouldn't have been able to manage this all. Hats off to you, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it okay if we take a short break? I have a lot of things to figure out to ensure smooth delivery.
Of course. I was going to request for one anyway.
Ah, perfect. I'll also go and get myself a cup of tea. I haven't had anything since morning. So see you all in 10 minutes.
Yeah, see you.
A bad mother. You've been a bad wife. And now you're being a bad mother. You could have saved your marriage. How are your parents going to handle the kids alone? It's too much to ask from you. You shouldn't have raised your children to be so independent. You should have given them the pampering like your in laws expected. You're a bad mother, bad wife, bad, independent, solo. How will you manage?
Hey, Rubina. Rubina. Hey, Rubina, you're there?
Yes. I'll cancel my travel. I'm sorry for all that.
Hey, come on, relax, Rubina. I just saw that the meeting was still going on, so just thought I'll jump back and see what was going on based on the conversation that you were having earlier. No, I just thought I'll check with you and talk to you about the backup plan that you were referring to. Would it be okay with you if I picked up the work that you were doing in your absence? Look, Rubina, I understand what you're going through, but I can assure you, I will give my best. and more than happy to take up the work in your absence. I can also promise you I will not goof it up. I have done similar engagements in the past. I personally don't think you should cancel this trip. You should go. This is extremely important for you, and it will be my pleasure to do the heavy lifting for you yeah, in your absence.
But why would you do this thing?
Hey, come on, Rubina. Why would you even ask that question? I'm quite sure you would have done the same thing if you were in my shoes. We have seen that doing it for the team. We have seen that how you supported Farah during her return from maternity, and how you supported Vinita when she was taking care of elderly people at home. So it will be a pleasure, Rubina. And once again, we will make it a success. Don't worry.
Thanks, Vish. I think we can make this work. I have a plan to ensure the timelines don't get impacted in my absence.
Oh, okay, brilliant. So let's do one thing, Rubina. Let's connect tomorrow. Let's you and me spend some time, understand the scope, and then we can both go to Navdeep with a plan and make sure that he's also confident of the way we will execute that. Is that okay with you? Sounds cool?
Sure thing. Thank
Okay,
you.
right. Take care. Hey, hi, Rubina. How are you? Oh, you're calling to check out as to how we are doing? Everything is fine. Everything is right on track. Don't you have better things to do than enjoying your vacation than checking up on us? Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Everything is on track. I think the team is doing a fantastic job. As I said, as your backup, I think I'm doing a decent job. And with the level of plans and the details that you have shared with us, I don't think anything can go wrong. And you know that better than me and better than us. We all want you to enjoy instead of checking up with us. Though we appreciate you taking your time off and checking with us. Oh wow! Enjoy the cafe. That's a beautiful cafe. And at sunset you will get some fantastic views. Do take some pictures, and maybe that's the only time you should switch on your phone. Take the picture and send those pictures to us, and then switch it off. Okay. I hope my friend has been able to help you out with all the local travels and all the help that you need there. Okay, brilliant. Hey, look, Rubina, take care. We all know how important this vacation is for you. Just chill out, have lots of fun. And when you come back, we will hear all those stories from you. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.
They're all connected through an invisible thread. And by now, I hope that thread is becoming more visible to you. These women, and in fact, most of the people, irrespective of gender in this world, go through challenges silently. The battles we fight internally are often in silence, be it the workplace, society, or in our homes. And there are few people like Terence, Vishesh, and Sartaj who get woven into this thread with their warm hearts and their allyship. They make life beautiful for themselves and others around them. Thank you for watching this video today. When we watch a video like this, it is very normal to start thinking of ways to be inclusive of the other. However, it is not the first step. The first step is to be inclusive of yourself. Self-inclusion, self-love. Inclusion of yourself physically, mentally, and even spiritually, whatever that may mean to you. People who take care of themselves, people who love themselves, find it much easier to be inclusive of the other, even in stressful situations. Tell me, have you ever seen a person highly stressed, a person highly busy, who has absolutely no time to exercise, to relax, to do creative work, be inclusive of the other? Maybe as a lip service, maybe for some time. But in a longer duration, that person fails because under stress, it is most human to be non inclusive. So, the only way to be inclusive of the other is first to be inclusive of yourself. Start with you because you are special. The other comes next, and the other definitely comes because the truth is there is no other. Stay well, stay inclusive till we meet next time.